Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here. So even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the first play of the game. 68 yards.
So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook Will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the run.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Gibson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Gibson again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Antonio Gibson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First down. Here's Cousins. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they'll try again on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Raiders at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
It's a gain of 34.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
From the 36, Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 64 yards. yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On second down, here's Fournette. Pushes him over.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. To throw, Cousins.
Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On second down, Cook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Rondale Moore,
77 yards as they have taken the lead.
extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Raiders 14. Tyler Bass will be kicked off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins out left to Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the gut, Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
He did a good job keeping his focus downfield as he rolled out of the pocket, trying to fit a pass in. But that defender nearby made sure that one didn't result in a first down.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. This is caught by Evans. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Cousins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, this one caught by Davis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right, 2 extra DBs out there. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded just inside the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And the Bills are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught now. A loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On play action, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
That's caught at the 25.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this will be incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Rondale Moore,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 21.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Cousins.
At the 39-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Mike Evans, 56 yards.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Bills 42, Raiders 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Cousins to throw it this time. And he fires one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
James Cook,
42 yards.
And the Bills are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, it's Cousins. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play fake. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bills. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 28. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been...
And now here is another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
In motion goes the tight end. So Allen's going to look to throw.
Open man downfield is Davis.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here's Allen to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.